Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. This is your host, Dr. Leland. Yes, this is an author's call for Rebel with a Cause. You may be wondering, what is the book all about? What is the anthology all about? What is the specific in terms of how many words I need to write? What if I'm not good enough? What if I can't write? What if I have some thoughts, but I'm really bad at editing, or English is not my first language? All of these questions and all of these reasons of why you shouldn't, right? But what if you focus on, wow, what if I become a number one international bestseller? What if there's a possibility for me to be more out there and be represented by organizations? What if it's open opportunity for getting to know other people in a deeper level? What if I'm going to get bit by the writer's bug? What if I'm going to be working with amazing people and actually can level up my game and representing my organization? What if you're going to be amazing? What if? There's always those what ifs. You can go negative or positive, but why focus on the negative aspect of the what if? Focus on the positives, right? Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of Maslow's hierarchy. There's five different stages of belonging, right? Literally, like sense of belongingness. The part that you most of the time are concerned of when you're actually working is the very foundational. I need to go to work because I need shelter and food, right? And a sense of comfort. That is the foundational belonging. When you move to the next part of that pyramid of basic human, right? Basic human needs. What is the next part? You're going to have safety. I need roof over my head, right? I need to do all of these things. It's not a want, it is more of a need, right? Because why? As people, we don't think about our needs because we just kind of go for it. There is no anything. Now, Maslow was born in 1908. He was born Abraham Maslow, 1908 to 1970. Guys, I can't help myself. I'm a teacher. You're going to, I'm a professor. So you're going to hear all of these things and information that I think we all need to know, right? Hierarchy of needs. He's a founder of humanistic psychology. And of course, the last part of the pyramid with Maslow's hierarchy is actually self-actualization, right? These are some of amazing things. Now, sense of belonging at work, at home, with your friends of circle, friends that you have. I always say go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. It's super important for your mental health. Now, belonging and writing in anthologies are profoundly impactful for both writers and readers. The sense of belonging that comes from contributing to an anthology fosters a supportive community among authors, providing a space where diverse voices and experiences are celebrated. The collective effort amplifies individual stories, allowing writers to reach a broader audience and gain recognition alongside their peers. That is the reason why I love anthologies more than solo books. The reason for that is that the marketing is built in for everyone. Everyone who belongs to an anthology, it is each individual's responsibility to market your own chapter. You guys actually should not let it just be the publisher, right? As a publisher, there's so many moving parts to everything that we do. And most of the time, if you're not publishing, it's really hard to understand, right? I actually was in an audio room yesterday, and one individual was very hurt that her book hit number one international bestseller, or just maybe a bestseller internationals, and she said it didn't really have any sales, like at a significant amount of sales, enough to actually give money, right? Give money to the nonprofit organizations for children that she allocated of what she thought a number one international bestseller would be, which means selling books. There's so many things out there, and we're going to talk about that because Susanna and I are in a book club. And if you really want to understand the process, because you might be thinking of writing in an anthology or maybe doing your own solo books, these are some of the things that would take you hours of research, right? And even then, you're just like, oh my gosh, in YouTube, there's too many things and it's overwhelming. The only way you would figure it out is if you actually do it and do it and do it and do it, right? And so, what I do is I research so that I can provide it an affordable way. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't charge arm and a leg for my time. I'm giving it to my community because I love my community. So this anthology is going to be dedicated to people who are going against the status quo, right? We challenge the status quo. What is supposed to be based on other people's thoughts, and you feel outside of that because that's not who you are. You get told you belong in this box, you can't do this. How many times I've been told I can't do certain things because I'm this. That is not my limitations, that is the other people's limitations. They can't possibly see themselves doing it, so how could they do it themselves? Often people say no to you not because they say no to you, because in their head they say no to themselves, right? And also, if you stand up for your own beliefs, you get chastised, right? People think, oh my God, I'm this, she's too much of that. Gossip buying comes in and kicks in, right? Confirmation bias is like cancer. When one of your friends or so-called friends tell you, oh my God, CJ is this and that, you just believe it, right? And you have a slightly bias already as it is, and you believe it, but you're losing opportunities. Don't do that to yourself, to any of your friends, right? Do you embrace innovation and creativity? Of course you do. That's why you are who you are. There are things that you are doing that no one else can do. So stop comparing yourself. You are already amazing. You already have the tools. You just need to learn how to use them. And today we're going to talk about podcasting 101 because I have a mission in my end to level up the world through education, but I can't do it alone. So I'm going to create a podcast circuit, and it's already meeting was last. I'm sorry, meeting was yesterday. I was going to say last week. It seems like it was last week. Meeting was yesterday, and we're actually going to be meeting again on August 1st. These are women-only podcasters. I am doing an HOB Hounds of Business Community podcast event as well for podcast circuit for both men and women in that community, and of course podcast circuit with Geraldine, because we're trying to link up 1 million women. Okay. Now you say, you know what, CJ? I really love anthologies, and I really see the impact and legacy that I want to leave my children and my great grandkids. However, financial stuff right now is really hard for me or difficult. We make it even where we give you scholarship on Sunday show, right? You just have to show up. Again, you need to show up. Now, we do have a book club. Susanna and I have a book club, and you probably think, what? Book club? I mean, I don't want to read books. Again, when I provide things, it's never what it seems to be. Only the people who are curious enough to find out what that means are the ones are lucky enough to open opportunities. If you actually scan that code, you'll see that the book club is not just about reading books or finding the right books to read. It's actually going in details of how you can market your book. What are some of the themes that you should be looking at when you're writing your book? What are some of the technical aspects that you don't find it anywhere, but we will give it to you? What are some of the steps in thinking what type of genre, right? What type of structure, what kind of hero's journey you're going to? There's so many things on creating a book. How do you write your copyright page? How do you structure your book? What are some of the chapters? How many words should be in the book? I mean, we go deeper on all of these book clubs that we're doing. But it's starting July, and July is already ending. So it's continuous all the way. We're offering it all the way till April. If you do start in July and you're doing it every single month all the way to April, you will get a free entrance to our April, or probably January to April, um, book, not only book, but anthologies group. You can get a free entrance. But by that time, you're already ready to do your own book because you know all the details and all the secrets, right? We have secrets on how to do this, but we're willing to share only for the few people who are willing to invest in themselves. We're not asking you $15,000. Most people, we're not even asking you to do anything other than commit to yourself $50. That's one meal and maybe two trips to Starbucks with what do you call this? With snacks. But again, if that is not your priority to leave an impact and legacy to the world, because we always think we have tomorrow when you're not guaranteed tomorrow, okay? So that's the reason why we're actually in a hurry to also give suggestions to push a little bit and encourage you to do that. You will get a meme just like this with your picture to tell the world, to tell your network to be proud of what you're doing. You are extraordinary. You are unprecedented, right? And you are definitely made unique for you and your journey. But you don't have to do it alone. You can do it together, okay? Look at my sister. Isn't she pretty? Please scan that QR code for my dear sister Susanna. She does amazing things. She's my partner in crime, and everything that we do is always together. I also want to shout out to Mike Ashabrana, Hounds of Business Community. This brother from another mister is always shouting out community members in HOB. We are looking, okay, if you are in the Hounds of Business community, we are looking for 5 ambassadors. There's going to be a lot of benefits that I will provide for you if you are one of the 5. This is something that I'm doing with Mike where we can boost HOB. And these are some of the qualifications, really. You have to be a member at least 3 months, able to introduce us to people who needs our help. There's no sales pitch, just introduce us, right? Show up for engagement, just like what you're doing now, and be a champion for others, guys. It is actually a really fun thing to do to elevate other people, okay? Oh, my dog? Yeah, Cheerio is having a conniption. So if you hear her, she's having a conniption, okay? Cheerio, stop, honey. So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to go over a lot of things. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's TV show. I actually moved someone's show today. You know who you are. I love you. Okay. Don't think you're like, oh my God, did you kick me out of TV show? What's happening? I didn't kick you out. I just needed to move because I needed to help so many people. When I did the podcast circuit meeting on Tuesday, I saw that people were curious. To those who were able to attend, thank you for being curious. Thank you for going a mile to be there because you could have done somewhere else. Thank you for introducing yourselves and also curious enough to know how to do it. Right? Some of the team members have been doing podcasts for a while. Some of the team members are thinking about it. Here's the problem with thinking about it without actions. You're going to be thinking about it for the next 2 to 10 years. You need action. I also understand that action is overwhelming because poof, internet, intranet, right? There's so many things happening, so many information. Where do I start, CJ? So this is for you guys. For those of you who are not able to attend, I'm going over some technical things, some software that you can use, some places that you can check out. Some of these are not even on the list, and I try to write it down for you as well on here. But let me look at the chat. Dr. New, what? Sister, thank you so much for being here. First in here on the live. So excited. Yes, Dr. New has a audio room on Fridays, I believe at 11 a.m. PST. Is it 11 a.m. PST? Dr. New, tell me the time. I think it is 11 a.m. PST, but it's definitely tomorrow on Friday. And she doesn't have a podcast. So let me tell you what originally, okay, what podcast is. Podcast is audio only. So when people are like, I have a podcast because I have an audio room on LinkedIn, that is not a podcast. That's not even recorded. No one ever hears that in the world other than the people in the world of your own audio rooms. That's it. It's limited to Once it's done, it's done. It's like radio, basically. Once the radio plays, there is no team replay. So if you miss the opportunity to listen, you miss the opportunity to listen. It's like back in the days, right? It's not like you can replay and watch because you're busy. You either commit to it or you don't. It's like podcasting. Ask yourself, why do I want to do it? Don't do it because it's a popular thing to do. Do it because you have a mission. You don't need to be dependent on me or anybody else to do it for yourself. However, some of you are doing it, but you're not doing it the right way, in my opinion. And the reason that I say the right way, it's because, put it this way, when you eat, there's multiple ways to eat. You can use a chopstick, you can use your hand, you can use a fork, you can use a spoon, right? Multiple ways of doing it. But here's the thing: you still eat. It's not like you're going to go hungry. You still know how to eat, right? But there's a proper etiquette of eating using what utensils. It's the same thing as podcasting and representing yourself. There's a proper way to do it so you can do it and grow fast, right? And I know that I can teach you. I'm a professor and I teach people, but I've already done it. I've tested it. It's not a theory, guys. Okay? So this is why you need to have flexibility. Also, put it in your brain that you can do it. Don't ever doubt yourself. Once you doubt it, gone, right? Your enthusiasm went to the tube. So, yes, we're going to go over that. What's up, Sister Danielle? Yes, I cannot wait to tell you guys because right now I know some of you are actually thinking of doing it. Hello, sister. I was in your YouTube yesterday. Thank you for sharing that. I need more breathing exercises, guys. Skip the what if and dive into the anthology. Exactly. No more what ifs, but you can do what ifs. Just stay it on the positive side of the what if, right? I second that. Take the leap of faith to write I'm So with my sisters, that it amplifies your voice and legacy for generations to come. If you need encouragement, let me know. If you need a push, let me know. But most of the time, the people and the authors who are in our anthology really are represented well, right? Hello, hey, Noni. In my head, I wrote to you, but I know I didn't. I've been thinking about you. I hope you're hydrated and I hope you're not feeling so bad because the last 2.5 weeks I've been sick. And last night I had a cough attack and I didn't sleep at all. So I had a lot of concealer today because I was dying. I didn't sleep because of that. So yes. Hello, Lily. Lily and Danielle, you guys should definitely talk because this is gonna be an amazing you we guys are gonna be all on the same anthology. So this is definitely going to be good morning. Good morning. So excited to hear your story, Lily, right? Yeah, I can't. Michelle, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Michelle, you definitely should. Michelle has a really great energy, right? And character. Here's what I think. Doesn't matter how smart you are, how much money you have, if you have a bad attitude and a bad character, no way you're going to move faster, right? Always represent yourself as who you are, but if there is a but, if who you are is somebody that is always negative, no one is going to be attracted to that either. Negativity is not sexy, right? You can talk about it, you can have a petty party for a hot minute. It's okay, that's life, that's being human. But move on to that positive side. There's no such thing as balance, there is such thing as harmony, right? For sure. People always say balance your life. There is no such thing. I'm going to be honest with you. So welcome, guys, welcome. Okay. So here's the thing for podcasting that I'm gonna go over after I see you guys is here. The first thing in podcasting, really, that I want you guys to know is why are you wanting to do it? Don't do it for vanity. Don't do it for vanity. It's not gonna work for you if you're gonna do it for vanity. Okay, do it because you want to represent yourself and that you want to help others just like you to have that voice. That's my thing, right? Last year, I started YouTube at April, and now I'm close to $60,000 with a bunch of help from all of you being here. Keep that in mind. Subscribe. Okay. So define your concept. Chacharita's at it again. Choose your topic. When people say niche, I'm not saying lower it, but choose your topic. You have to be broad enough, but specific at the same time, right? I'm broad enough to all the leaders out there, but I'm always talking about what? Community, networking, impact and legacy, and amplifying your message. That's literally what I do, right? So choose your topic and be passionate about it. If you are halfway there, it's not going to work for you. You're just going to waste your time and money and everything else and energy. Decide on the format. That's the second one. Is it going to be a solo show? Is it going to be an interview? Is it going to be a panel discussion? I say all of the above, right? All of the above. And the reason for that is because the variety of things makes your show more interesting. I've seen a lot of people who have good content, but they're always doing it solo because it's too hard to do the calendar thing. It's too hard to talk. Listen, everything is hard. So if you want, like I said, commitment, then you need to do it. So I say all three: solo, interviews, and panel discussion, which I have done. And the more people are actually invited in your platform, the more that your messages and their messages goes out. Hence the podcast circuit that I'm trying to do. Now, determine the frequency and the length of your episode. If your show starts on Wednesday at 9 a.m. PST and not a lot of people are coming, do it. Don't quit. Do it for 3 months. That's my advice. Do it for 3 months. Look at your numbers. Numbers don't lie, and don't lie to yourself. If you see a numbers, don't get disheartened. You are testing. This is a founding thing, right? Talk to me if you're frustrated. Okay, we can talk numbers. Here's the thing: do it for 3 months and do it consistently. Pick a time, pick a day, and do it consistently. Here's another thing: care about what other people are doing. So if you're going to do it the same time as I am, I can't support you and my network can support you. So be smart about those times, right? People are like, well, there's just so many noise, right? But pick and choose. Like when you eat, when you're hungry, you want to eat everything in the buffet table. But in reality, you only eat what you love and what you like at the moment and what you're feeling like. It's the same thing for podcasting and live streaming. Yes, there's a lot of noise out there. You can't support 100 people all at once, but you could support 2 or 3 people. But if the people that you want to support are doing the same time as you are, you're not going to be supporting each other. What is the point? Right? So look for people that can support you, that can elevate you faster. Yes, it's nice to have friends in there, but you want people, okay? If you want to elevate yourself faster, look out for the people who are consistent and already there. When you go to work, do you ask the janitor how to do the Word document? You don't. If you need help on certain things, you ask the janitor for that. If you need an accountant, you don't ask the IT. Okay? So it's the same thing. When you're in a network of friends, if they're already doing their show at that time, don't conflict. I know it's busy. Pick 3 to 5 shows, okay? 3 to 5 shows a week that can elevate you. Then support them and ask them for your support. Reciprocity. Now, the other one is understand your target audience and what content they're interested in. Okay, you might be interested in talking about this, but if no one is interested on that, it's going to be hot potato for you. It's just juggling. Don't do that. Engage with your audience through social media, forums, surveys to gather insights. So, social media is a beast. Number one social media in the world, Facebook. 2.5 billion people log in Facebook every single month. Second is YouTube. Second largest. I know it's party up in here. Second largest is YouTube. 2.3 billion for Facebook. With I think they moved to 2.9 the last time I looked at statistics. I look at a lot of research. And I think Facebook is number one, but YouTube is second there, about 2 billion, right? People. Now, they have different platforms, they have different needs, right? Facebook is overwhelming. There's so many things going on in there. But for YouTube, you're just going to go there to learn something. If you're anything like me of your learning style, I'm kinesthetic and also visual. I like to see things and follow things, but I'm also kinesthetic. I like to hold it and take notes. Like, I still have my daily calendar here, guys, and my big calendar here that you can see, and my whole toys and mess over here. But that's how I do it. So make sure that when you are doing your content and platform, pick the top platform that you're comfortable in. Don't overwhelm yourself. I'm on TikTok, on X, on Facebook, on Instagram, and obviously LinkedIn because I lived here. But you'll see me really on three platforms right now that I'm really honing in. I'm on TikTok because apparently my girlfriend made 6,000 an hour on TikTok, so I'm testing that. Okay, and then also I am on YouTube, obviously, because I'm monetizing that, and then of course here on LinkedIn. So those are my top three. Plan your content, outline your episodes, and plan your content. But don't overwhelm yourself where you take 10 hours to plan your content. Don't do that. Simplify it. What is my topic for right now? And usually, what I get inspiration is I hear audio rooms and I hear the problems. Like today, I had a guest today, and I said, you know what? I need to talk about podcast 101 so people can actually represent themselves. Create a content calendar. Canva has one, by the way. Write your bullet points. I don't like scripted things, but I do like guided things. Okay. Get the right equipment. So, here's the thing, if you don't have money, how are you supposed to represent yourself if you don't have money? Your cell phone. If you have a cell phone, that will work. Here's the thing with this, okay? You think it's aesthetic to go behind noisy malls, rivers, things like that. It's actually bad for your audio. You can't podcast in noisy. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Podcasting, remember the original is audio only, guys. Podcasting on YouTube obviously is live streaming, which is video and audio. So if you really want to disseminate your messages faster, audio only is your starting with. Not audio LinkedIn, audio only. We're going to talk about the platforms that you can go in a minute, okay? Get the right equipment, invest in a good quality microphone, headphone, and a pop filter. I have this. This is my grandma. This is the last thing when I saw her in the Philippines before she died. She gave me this. So that's my good luck. Every time I'm stressed, I'm just holding her heart. So I know I'm bougie. I'm pink. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, Michael Jackson uses this. So if it's good for Michael Jackson, it's good for me. You'll see a lot of content creator use Assure. Okay. Um, I'm also bougie. So I literally make this up. I put some pearls in here. I went to Hobby Lobby, okay? Because when I put it on my head, it's like, God, all this big thing clunk in my head. So yeah, I put some gold and pearls in it. So when I go like this, it's cute, okay? And then of course you can't see the whole thing, but it's literally like I put stickers, who's pink, and crystallized my microphone. You don't have to do that, by the way. It's just a CJ thing. I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is, okay? So definitely equipment. Again, your phone is good enough. The only thing is you cannot be going in public like, oh my God, guys, I'm recording. No, don't go on rivers. Don't go on noisy buses. Don't People do not want to hear the other noise. They want to hear what you have to say. So go in the room. Acoustics is everything. If you're in a bathroom and it's closed door, it's going to bounce that noise. So you're going to sound like you're in a cave. Don't do that as well. Unless you put something in the back of you that kind of, absorb that. You don't have to have fancy anything. Just make sure that you are a little bit out, not too close, but not where the birds are singing all the time, not where the buses and the kids are screaming all the time. You can even do it in your car. Okay, that will work. Okay, but don't do rivers and things like that. It actually is very noisy. Use audio editing software. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Are you ready? Take a note. Audacity, spelled Audacity. What's that spelled? Audacity. It's free. And you're like, I don't know what to do with it. It's free. Okay? That's what I used for 2 years. 2 years. I still use it today. Audacity is free, open source, and it actually amplifies your voices, deletes the noise, um, actually lowers the screaming part of your tone. It doesn't have, make sure that you go to YouTube and invest time on yourself on how to use Audacity. You only need 5 things to know in the Audacity and you're golden, right? Audacity. Another software is GarageBand. Most Mac users have GarageBand and Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition is a little bit on the money side. I don't use it because I'm cheap. I'm cheap on some things, not on others, right? Consider a soundproof space if you can for acoustic, right? Again, car. Now, the next thing is create your branding. Design a compelling podcast cover, art that reflects your shows and themes. Okay, here's another side note that took me forever to figure out. Why can I go to Apple, right? Apple wants your pixel, PIX, on Canva, 3000 by 3000. That is a technical term that you wouldn't know until you research. Giving it to you for free right now. Information. 3000 by 3000, meaning the picture has a lot of dots. Pictures are made out of pixels, which is dots. They want your dots at 3,000, really tiny little pieces, because Apple is Apple. They're bougie. They're high end. They have high standards. So if you want to belong there, you got to have your pixels really high. 3,000 by 3,000. So if you have a company logo, if you have an art that you're going to Canva, it will keep getting rejected for Apple, guys, if you don't have 3,000 by 3,000 pixels for your cover art. Just saying. You're like, CJ, what's that mean? You know, when you go to podcast and you see a picture, that picture in Apple is 3,000 by 3,000. Okay. Develop an engaging intro and outro. My sister Susanna actually said that to me yesterday. Sis, you got to create a class on how to do intro and outro. Yes, we're going to create that class, part of our book club. That's where it goes. And the podcast circuit, if you're going to be in it, I'm going to show you just a little bit of it. But I will sell those classes on how to create intro and outro. You're just paying a little bit of my time. Usually, I charge one-on-one coaching about $400 to $500 an hour. Yeah, right? And think about the editing time that Susanna and I do for the anthology. Plus, technically, the anthology, guys, like right up front, is about $700. Not even the editing part, just like $700. Because the TV show like this, I have to pay the network, the TV network that I belong to, $150 every time you show up here. But if you are my author, you get it for free, at least one show, right? For free. So that's why. Now, in terms of recording and editing, if you have a little bit of money and you're really serious about editing and streamlining it, it's called Hindenburg. Hindenburg is, I love, it's because sometimes there's an audio, right? And you have to listen to it. It would take me like 3 hours to edit 1 hour, sometimes even more, because I have to listen to it, tweak it, listen to it, tweak it. I don't have any assistants or anything. Like, I do it on my own, because if my people and I can't afford to pay them anymore, what am I going to do? Give up on helping you because I can't afford it anymore? This is why I need to know how to do it so that I can help you. Now, here's the thing. Hindenburg actually is a Word document, essentially, your script. You can delete, just delete all the things that people are saying while you're editing, and it's deleted on your audio. So you don't have to listen to it. You're like, wait, what did she say again? Wait, let me repeat that again. And then maximize it. You just delete and it's gone. So if you have the money, go for it. That is something that I would do. Enhancing your mistakes, adding music. You got to be careful. This is another topic. I would need another 2 hours on this topic. When you are on music, right? Some people have really good shows on LinkedIn, but they cannot go on YouTube because you will get slapped copyright after copyright after copyright. I know. I should know because I got slapped on copyright stuff, and I'm like, what do you mean? It was just on Canva. All right. Here's what I found out. Canva, if you actually download their audio in there and put it on your YouTube, you can use it one time. Then you get slapped with copyright. So there's a place that I use, and I will tell you that if you're in the book club, I'll tell you in detail so I can show you how to find that. Okay. Also, there is a tool called Descript. Hindenburg is what I use. There's Ophonic and also Descript. These are advanced editing for your audio. Okay. And then now the seventh one is, where do I host my podcast, CJ? Once I have this audio thing, where do I put it to disseminate it to the world? There is Libsyn, Podbean, Anchor, Buzzsprout. These are like the big ones. CJ chooses RSS because CJ wants it at affordable price. I'm all about affordable. If you got coupon, give it to me. RSS is what I have, and I love RSS. And then upload your episodes, add your show notes, tags, and descriptions. Here's the one thing that I love about RSS. Not only are they affordable, but they're helping you monetize also your show. You just have to show the numbers that you're there. Another thing is that not only it's affordable, but it has access, okay, to all the big podcasters distributor. Okay, there is a platform for podcasts like Libsyn, RSS, Buzzsprout, Podbean, all that. Then then all of these things that in there, it gets disseminated to people. Where Podbean also disseminates a Libsyn. But you want to go to iHeartRadio, you want to go to Apple, you want to go to Spotify, you want to go to Deezer, Listen Notes, Google Play, all of these. RSS has it in-house. I don't have to worry about it. And that's how I multiply my followership and my downloads quick. I'm giving you the secrets right here. Okay. So that is why the directories of podcastings are those are the directories. Promote your podcast. If you have a guest, make sure you ask your guest, and if you are the guest, it is your job, your responsibility to disseminate the information out there. Don't be a user guest. When I see my guest doesn't disseminate the information, I don't invite them often. The reason being is that you're basically not probably aware, but you're just respecting your host, honestly, of their time, that you're not even excited to be there. It takes a lot of time on us to create Canva, to disseminate, to do all of these, right? And most of the time, most of your people are doing it for free. Be grateful for those people who took the time to be there. So it's your responsibility as a guest to disseminate those information. So if you ever have been on a guest on any show, I don't care who it is, audio, video, whatever, disseminate those information and your host will love you. And if you're on my show, I do expect those, and I am watching you. I usually don't tell and see, but I should, right? I should definitely collaborate with other podcasters and influencers, get you there faster. Engage with your audience by responding to their comments and feedback. I'm not doing a good job on that right now, so let's go ahead and see what's happening. Yes, thank you guys so much for being here. Sister Susanna, what's up? We love our HOV for sure. Always, sister. Always. We show up for each other. We show up for everyone, right? For sure. Hi, Queen. Hi, Queen. I need a crown for you, Queen. Thank you for being here. And of course, my sisters are here. Thank you guys so much. What's up, Dina? So those are the things, okay? Make sure that you guys are putting your time on looking for what you actually want. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people have a lot of passion. CJ, I don't know where to start with this. Give me 5 minutes and I'll give you a title of your show. Honestly, ask all my sisters. Give me 5 minutes and I'll give you the title of your show for sure. Now, let's go ahead. So grateful for this. Yes, we're learning together. You're welcome, Michelle, always. If you guys are not subscribed in my YouTube, please do. What's up, Zion? Thank you for coming here, bro. My Mr. Positivity, right? Mr. Positivity. So I'm going to show you something that I put together. Let's see if I can find it, guys. Wait, hold on. So don't send me a message right now because I won't get it on LinkedIn yet. LinkedIn people, if you are here and giving messages in there, I can't really see and share your messages because TV shows platform does not allow LinkedIn, or LinkedIn doesn't allow the TV shows platform. Either way, I don't know. It just doesn't work. So if you are on LinkedIn and you want me to show your questions, or if you want me to see your questions, I can't even see your questions unless you are on the YouTube channel. So please do, I encourage you, ask me questions as much as you can, because this is the time to do it. Are you guys seeing my LinkedIn page? Are you seeing my LinkedIn page now? Yes? Moon Maiden, what's up? Thank you for that. I tried scripted for my social media content and it just didn't come. No, scripted sucks. I'm sorry. It's not very authentic. That's the key word, right? You need an intro and outro. Yes, you do. But before you even go do that, another thing, I know you have a story to tell. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't tell your story of the same thing over and over and over on different shows. Spice it up a little bit, right? Give a little bit about yourself. They want to get to know you. They already know most of the time. They already know your story. Summarize your story and add more things each time that you're on a different show. because honestly, for those of us who are neurodivergent, we get bored easily. So if I already hear what you're going to say and the same words that comes out of your mouth in the same show, I shut down and I move on and I'm not listening. It's not to be rude, my brain just does it. So if I'm curious, I'm trying to listen to you because now I know different about you. So when you're in shows, audio, video, live stream, podcast, whatever show, do not repeat what you just said on my show, on Susanna's shows, on Geraldine's show. No one, no one, even though it's different network, summarize what you said on somebody's show, then add more. Every single show, add more. Every single show, add more. People will support you and actually look at different things about you and get to know you more because we're all complicated humans. We have so many things in our lives. But if you're saying the same thing over and over, you're boring at that point. No one's going to follow you. I'm going to guarantee that, right? Especially if you have neurodivergent people. Okay, ADHD moment. Sorry, guys. So, level up. If you are not subscribed to Level Up Academy, just go to my profile, look at the Level Up logo, click on it, and subscribe and follow because I'll be boosting a lot of things. So, the first thing I do is I pin this. Okay. I'm going to show you. So, I just got into the global influencer program for Amazon, and people are asking me, what are you using? So instead of me answering all that, I actually add things that I'm using here. Right now, this camera is actually has AI tracking, and I'm hoping I can use it outdoors. I have so many microphones. I'm gonna start probably giving away some of my microphones. I have lights, microphones, TV, but because if you're in TV, there's another thing. StreamYard is limited to 780p or 720p, I should say, and um, when you show up on TV, you need to be super clear. And all TVs right now are 4K. What that means is when you show up on StreamYard, on if you don't pay, you can, but you have to pay amount of money to basically level your upgrades on StreamYard so you could show up on people's television if they can see you on TV. You look grainy, like pixelated, right? You want to look clear because people want to see you. So guess what? You need to update your camera into 4K. You're like, I just use my laptop or whatever. Hey, if you're not so serious about this journey, it's up to you. If you want to level up your game, I'm telling you how to do it. Buy 4K. And so I'm putting all of my stuff in here slowly so you can see what I use and what's the essential for podcasting. So if you click on my level up, I will always add all of my essentials here. Like for example, next to go right here, this is the lower version of it, which is $60, so it's affordable. The one I have, I think I paid 2 or 300. Obsbot, there's one for tail for 600. I don't have $600 to buy that, so I went to during the Prime. I think I paid 2 something, and it's usually 3 something. This one is for cars. Like for example, if you know, this is just more of like mirror dash cam. If you're trying to have a little content while you're driving and you're like, ooh, this is a good bumping music. Hey guys, and you're just on audio and you're actually having that video, you can do that. This one is another Nexago, which is for Zoom and things like there's so many, right? This one right here, the Nexago N97P is another one. I actually bought one for Podfest, but honestly, I think I'm not using it correctly, so I'm putting it out, but I have it. But here, do you see this Zoom pod track? Amazing. This thing just comes with everything already. Let's see if I can show you guys. It actually, wait, it actually comes with everything in it, and you can have 4 guests. If I also have a Rodecaster is kind of big and bulky, but this one that I use, okay, this is the Zoom right here, right, and it has 4 sockets already for your mic, right? Your mic goes in here. um and then it has 4 of these buttons to high level or not level, and it's super easy with the buttons. And these are all 4 for your what? Headset, right? 4 people for headset and 4 for mic. It also has like cell phone capabilities. And what I love about it is that you can just use battery in the back, okay? 2 double A's, or you can plug it in to your computers with USB-C, right? So these are some technical stuff that I'm showing you, and these are some of the classes that I'll be teaching you in the book club. And you're like, what? Because you need to do what? audio for your books. That is the reason why. Okay, so when you're in here, actually on here, there's lots. Okay, so there's another one. Oh, this is actually 23% off. That's pretty cool. You have till July 30. Oh wow, $50. That's nice. Leadus, it's 22.99 right now. I have that, but I think I put glitter on everything, guys. Okay, got some issues here. I'm gonna show you. It's actually like really cool. I have two of these, one that's not glittered and one that's glittered. So Leadus, see, it's glitter in pink, guys. It has two microphones and then plug it in on your cell phone. This one is just making sure that you can talk and speak and be cute, but it's glitterified, right? So that's one thing that I use. So if you go here, this is what I use right now, the Rode. Actually, I don't have Cartwright. I have the other one. Um, right here, it's a podcaster that I use. This is what I have. I have the old one. This is the new one that goes up, but I have the old one. You also need a arm to make sure that you can get that. So if you just go in here, you will find, okay, yes, I do earn commission on that, but you will find that I have a book, I have a skincare, and I have equipment. I will be adding more in here as well of all the cute stuff, maybe even dresses, I don't know. But here's what my commitment to you. If you are my bird is going crazy. If you are thinking of, hey, I want to share my books. If you have books out there, give them to me. Give me the DM. I need the US version. So if you're in the UK, give me the US version so I can spread it for you for free. So I'll put it in the influencer program. So when you go into my Amazon, all the people that are following me will be able to do that. Another thing that I want to do. Oh shoot, we're already ending. Hello, Gabe. And I can't extend because TV shows are cut off at a certain amount of time. There's no way. Osbot Tiny 2 is awesome. Yeah, that's what I have. I have the Tiny 2. The Air is what my husband wants me to buy. And he's like, well, you could buy, we could buy like 2 or 3 tall Air. I'm like, dude, that's for church. Like, why do I need Air in here? It's 500 to $600 each. I was like, I don't need Air, but Tiny 2 is definitely something I want. But I also like the 4K Next Go. Okay. Another thing I wanted to tell you is if you are in my YouTube channel, I am actually, I'm going to tell you this now ahead. I created a notebook for Rebel with a Cause. And the reason I created a notebook, because the book will be coming out. For those of you who are not able to afford getting into our anthology yet, right? If you're not able to, because we do 3 months at a time, but this one is special for me. I can just feel it on my blood. I will, whoever is going to be on this go for Rebel with a Cause, I'm going to add your name on my press release. The press release more likely will come out either at the end of August or mid August. I will add your name on there because I think you deserve to be amplified in, I don't know, 200 to 1400 links. That's my commitment to you for amplification. I'll pay for it. No big deal on this end. We got to do it. Right. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put your name on the press release, part of my press release for Rebel with a Cause. I've created swag already, guys. So I'm going to show you also, and my bird has gone crazy. I'm going to show you my YouTube. Oh, where is my YouTube? So if you're seeing that, you're seeing it yet? Okay. Is that YouTube? Yes, that is YouTube. Okay. If you're in my YouTube, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And basically, if you go on my YouTube, you'll see a store in there. And the store will tell you, oh my gosh, Chacharita is so annoying. Hold on one second. I'm trying to go into my YouTube. So it's at Lua by Doc Leland. See, I'm on Rust too because I love my friends and I support them. And let's see if it's gonna. Wave is super slow, but if you're gonna go on my YouTube, you actually will see it in there. That you'll see the swag that I've created. So I have a pink hoodie. I'm going to be ordering that pink hoodie. It has Rebel with a Cause. I'm also creating a notebook that's going to go to Amazon, to basically going in the Amazon in there. So that's what we're going to do right now. And then for the Rebel with a Cause, it's going to end on July 31st, which is Wednesday. That's going to be the last day that you can join us. Okay. Now, let me go over a couple more things. Let me see here. I want to make sure that you are doing Podcast 101 here. Promote your podcast, collaborate with others, monitor and improve your track your podcast. The last thing I want to do after you do your podcast is making sure that you see the numbers. RSS actually makes it easy for you to look at your data analytics. It also gives you a map, a heat map of where your podcasts are going and who's listening, right? Right now, I am on 6 continents. I still want to befriend the penguins in Antarctica, but it's not happening yet. But it's there. Then they can also monetize your podcast within their platform. And RSS just created one where you can actually click a button, just click a button, and it goes to YouTube right away. So you can hook it up to your YouTube channel and it goes there. Then again, you can hook up your distribution channels, right, for all your podcasts that go. So it goes to RSS, you get your own dedicated website, plus you can go to Apple and Spotify and all this. Just remember that your pixel again has to be 3000 by 3000, or you see a lot of rejection, and it's coming from Apple because Apple is bougie. They have different standards, right? So make sure that you have that. Now, for other podcasts out there, it's not just RSS. RSS is not even on the top 10, but I use it. Libsyn is one of the oldest and most trusted podcast hosting services out there is Libsyn. I don't use it because it's too overwhelming. There's too many buttons, and also the upgrade. It just keeps upgrading. I'm like, I'm not made out of money. I just stick with simple yet is still able. Another one is Podbean. It's user friendly with intuitive interface. Another one is Anchor. I'm sure you've seen there. There's free podcast hosting with unlimited storage in there. So it's kind of easy to use as well. And it's also simple distribution to major podcast platform like Spotify, right? There's also Buzzsprout, great for beginners, and it's simple. It offers detailed analytics. There is Transistor. Transistor is something that I've never really gone to their website. I'll be honest with you and transparent. But the rest of the ones that I've told you, I have gone and tested their website, and I feel comfortable with rss.com instead. Allows hosting for multiple podcasts. Oh, another thing with RSS, you can actually host multiple podcasts. So if you have like 2, 3 different shows that you want to just test, you can. You just have to pay extra for each of the platform because they create a different website that you can actually do, right? And then there's Captivate, focuses on growth and monetization. There is also Simplecast. This is known for robust analytics. If you want numbers and numbers, offers powerful distribution tools, team collaboration features. There's Spreaker, not Speaker, Spreaker. So it's like speaker with an R, okay? They have podcasting and live podcasting capabilities. And then there's Blueberry. Blueberry is spelled Blubrry. It offers hosting with integrated WordPress website. So if you already have a WordPress, Blueberry is pretty good. Also includes monetization. And then the last one I want to talk about is Red Circle. It helps podcasters grow and monetize your shows as well as, provide tools. There's Cast, there's Castos, there's SoundCloud. There's so many. So those are just the main ones out there that are super popular that most of my friends are also using, but I don't use them because I like RSS. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hate to basically do that, but yes, you did. Yay. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at the book club. I haven't looked at it yet, but once you have that, we're gonna have a class for the book club. But most of the time, we have a live session, Gabe, for the book club where you can ask questions, and we have a specific class. But the class itself that you can take on the book club actually is recorded, pre-recorded, so you can go there. And then we have a live class, Susanna and I, that we basically we come in, you can come in and ask us 80 questions within the topic of the class. So every single month you will have a different class that you will take, and that way the journey continues, right? So welcome, welcome. Yeah, definitely excited to have you guys. And because the book club sometimes is manageable, right? $50 a month is manageable, but you get not only the live sessions that we have, but you get a class. The only thing is it is copyrighted, so you can't just share it to your friends if they don't pay and they're not in the club. So they it has to be within our system. If you have any questions, guys, please do let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, podcasting 101 is finding your niche, what you're trying to say, but making sure that it's not super niche down, because then you need to be able to maneuver and pivot when you need to change. In terms of format, do interviews, do solos, do panel. Don't stick to, I only want to do solo. No, you're not going to grow fast. I'm going to guarantee that. I've seen people who's doing solo for the last 5 years and they haven't grown. Why do you think I grew 141,000%? Do you think it's because I just want to talk to myself like this? No, I actually only do this to help people all in one setting, and I can just send them this YouTube and I'm done, right? But literally, guys, do not do just one platform. Make sure you do solo, interview, panel, all of that good stuff, right? And then, of course, research your audience. It could be a broad audience. When you are on somebody else's guest, make sure you disseminate that information. It's rude for their time if you don't. You should create a content calendar as much as you can. I don't allow scripting, because it sounds robotic and people memorize what they say because they're nervous. No, this is about you. You shouldn't be nervous about talking about yourself, right? Otherwise, if you are, it's okay for the first 5-10 minutes. But this is why I also have a session before we start, so you can be good. But bye, everybody. I love you. I will see you this Sunday for our audio room. Have a beautiful day. Hope you learned something. Bye, guys. I am on a mission to shake things up, to challenge the status quo, to make a difference. Join a Rebel with a Cause anthology and be part of something extraordinary. Share your story, your passion, your voice. This is your chance to inspire, to ignite change, to leave your mark. Don't wait. The clock is ticking. We're closing in. You only have 10 days left to join us. What are you waiting for? Join us now. Let's